Hi there, it's Ernest from TripAstute. In this video, we're going to review how to use Chase Ultimate Reward points to get the most value for your travels. One of the questions that I seem to get asked a lot is, what's the best way to redeem Chase Ultimate Rewards points? When you look at the Chase Ultimate Rewards account page, you'll see that there are so many different redemption options listed. When speaking to friends who are getting started in the points hobby, a lot of them were not aware of the other redemption methods other than the Chase Travel Portal. This isn't surprising, especially since Chase highlights their travel portal as the primary means for redeeming points. So in this video, I thought I would review the two main ways that I book travel using my Chase Ultimate Rewards points. This might be a refresher for some of you, but for others, I'm hoping that this will be a helpful breakdown of your options so you can get the most value from your points. The first way is to use the Chase Travel Portal. This is similar to what you would find on sites like Expedia or Travelocity. You can search for all sorts of travel-related bookings like flights, hotels, cars, activities, and cruises. For this example, we're going to look up a round-trip non-stop flight from Los Angeles to Tokyo, leaving May 2nd and returning on May 9th. In this example, you'll notice that the cost of United flight is $659.81, or if I want to use points, it will cost me 43,987 points. This equates to a per point value of 1.5 cents per point. When you book your travel, you may notice that the per point value might be 1.25 cents instead of 1.5 cents. The reason I'm getting 1.5 cents per point is because I have a Chase Sapphire Reserve, which makes redemptions 1.5 cents on the portal. If you have the Sapphire Preferred instead, you'll be redeeming at the 1.25 cent value. Getting 1.25 or 1.5 cents is not bad at all. However, when I'm looking to use my points, I'll compare the cost to book the flights directly with the airline. When I go to United and look up the same flight, I can see that the flight is listed for the same price, but if I want to use the United mileage points, then I can book the flight for 35,000 points and a $5.60 fee. That's almost 9,000 points less than booking it using the Chase Travel Portal. And if you calculate the per point value, you're looking at 1.9 cents per point when using United mileage points. So in this case, it's better to book through the United site. But you might be wondering, can I use my Chase points to book this flight? Don't I need United miles or points? The answer is yes. And this brings me to the second way to book your travel with your Chase Ultimate Rewards points. Luckily, United is one of 9 airlines that have partnered with Chase, so you can transfer points out of Chase and into their program. To do it, all you need to do is go to Use Points, then select Transfer to Travel Partners. From here, select the airline that you want to transfer points to, then enter your frequent flyer program information. You'll then have to select the amount of points in 1,000 point increments. Hit Continue to review the information, then select Confirm and Submit to complete the transfer. And that's it. It's super easy, and the points transfer immediately over to the travel partner so you can complete the booking. In addition to these two methods of redeeming points, here are some tips to keep in mind. Number 1, log out and back in if your points balance isn't updated. If you transfer points to a travel partner, it should be instantaneous. However, there are times when the balance does not update automatically, which prevents me from completing the booking. To force the points balance to update, I recommend logging out of your account, then logging back in. This seems to do the trick every time. Number 2, consolidate points into one Chase card. While it's perfectly okay to leave your points spread out between your different Ultimate Rewards earning Chase cards, you may want to consider consolidating your points under your primary travel card, like the Chase Sapphire Reserve or Preferred. In the event that you want to transfer a huge sum of points to a travel partner, you may be forced to consolidate the points anyway. So consolidating ahead of time will save you some time and effort. Number 3, sharing points. Chase will allow you to share points with others in your household. I won't go into all the details, but if you plan to share points, check out our video on the topic to learn more about the policies and nuances. Number 4, save your favorite travel partners. Chase will allow you to save your favorite frequent travel programs. This means that you won't have to enter your details again for the program and makes the process easier and faster when making future bookings. Number 5, booking seats when using the travel portal. I've noticed that a few times when I booked a flight through the Chase Travel Portal, I wasn't given the option to select my seat. And when I would go to the airline site, I couldn't retrieve my booking. If you end up in this situation, I recommend calling the airline directly and asking for the confirmation code on their side, and whether you can select your seat rather than waiting until you check in or you arrive at the airport. And lastly, number 6, you can adjust the amount of points used when booking through the Chase Travel portal. Suppose you want to book that flight, but you don't want to use up all your points. You can actually adjust how many points you want to use. It's similar to the cash and points redemption programs offered through a lot of the hotel chains. It can also be useful if you don't have enough points to cover the entire booking. And those are our tips when using Chase Ultimate Rewards points for booking your travel. Do you prefer booking through the Chase Travel portal or transferring to a travel partner? Also, what's the best per point value that you've been able to get when using your Chase points? If you're interested in applying for any of the cards mentioned in this video, check out the credit card offers page on our website for the latest offers. We do get a percentage if you use our link. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but it does help us to continue building content for this channel. If you enjoyed this video or found it useful, please hit the like button and consider subscribing. Also, sign up for our newsletter on our website for travel articles, updates, and giveaways, like our 2,000 subscriber giveaway that's ending this week. Until next time, travel safe, travel smart.